A very easy way to remember the meaning is to think about the English word willy-nilly, because that's what it sort of describes. When a person does things willy-nilly and doesn't really give a shit, that's Nalali.
Handsome 소세지.
First time reacting to 17, not the first time listening to 17. We really love 17 music. We've been following them for quite a while. Now, disclaimer, we don't know most members. Just like when we started Stray Kids, we only know the music, and there's like 13 members, right? With subunit. 17's been around for a long time. They're massive. Their songs are amazing.
Everybody in Korea knows their songs, yeah.
Exactly. Sonogong was
fire.
super popular in Korea. When I visited Korea, it was playing everywhere. So we're aware that 17 is actually dropping a new album very soon, and they got this like medley stuff out and all that. But before we check those out, we wanted to warm ourselves up. We saw that there was a song that we haven't checked out that was out pretty recently called Lalali.
Guess it's Nalali?
I'm assuming it's a play on Nalali. We'll get into the meanings afterwards. If you've been on our channel, you know that we love dissecting all the Korean wordplays and the meanings. So if you're interested in learning Korean and more about what the lyrics actually mean, the nuances, the details, then stick around. We'll get to that 100%. Let's check out the music first and talk about it.
All right.
3, 2, 1. Click.
Yo, this is our kuseki guitar at the back.
Oh,
we did a cover on that. Shit. Wow, that emptiness. Yo, I love their tones.
NBA reference, okay.
Sick.
Pretty okay.
Oh.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, yo, isn't this like a Munchman reference? Oh, that song.
Okay.
Man, I love his tone. Oh, shit. Yeah, that was too hot.
Oh, yo.
Yeah.
What a song. 어림없지.
Yo. Yo, was it a vocal or?
Huh.
What is this? It's like.
I do wonder.
Even the end feeling. Yes. Yo, this song's fire, man.
Love that.
Ooh.
Sick.
Clap. So this was like the rap subunit, I guess. 4 of them, right? You know, the whole time I was like, oh shit, I like his tone. Oh shit, I like his tone.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I like his tone. Like everybody.
We got Scoops, Wonu, Vernon, and Mingyu, I guess. Huh, interesting. Okay, so that's what it is. Well, that makes sense because every verse was very fire. As expected, it's about Nalali and I got tons of stuff here, but before that, let's briefly talk about the music itself.
Yeah, the music actually, you know, when the verse started, it reminded me of like Bombing Tiger sounds.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit, huh?
Earlier Bombing Tiger
yeah,
sound.
earlier. Yeah. Yes, not nowadays, but a bit of those like shots of like dubsteps. Reminds me of like some of the Skrillex or Diplo songs too.
Because of those effects, I think.
Yeah, because of just a genre, and really love the main that
the
thing.
vocal,
Yeah, the vocal effects, and it really weirdly sounds like Nalali.
Even that, right? Yeah.
And really loved when they put out the chorus part. They just go completely down, you know, below. Like, and then they just shoot one chord, like boom. And with the thing on the top, what is it? Like, is it vocal or?
It could be either or. You can make it with the vocals, the track, or you can just manipulate the synth. Never know. But it did remind me of that Soup song.
Yeah, I see arrangement is by Bumju, Kbumju. He's really good, and he does all the 17 songs. He's the main producer. Yeah.
Okay.
Like that's why the songs always fire on 17. I really like the Munchman reference. Like yo.
They even had the hot to go hot not.
Oh yeah.
And it just sounds like one time thing, right? Like the hot to go hot to go hot. It's such an iconic line.
Yeah.
So they did have different things that are. I wouldn't even say borrowed. It was like almost referencing it, just literally. Yeah.
It really had this like retro vibe, but very like trendy, modern-ish, like all blended together. Just like I made a cocktail with it. Sounded good. And also in the chorus part, when one chord was placing, I really like the jungle type of rhythm, percussion on top of it.
Yeah, even the pre-chorus, when you listen to the build-up and the way the snare is used, like it sounds very different from how you would expect this kind of song to progress. And it sounds like a marching drum almost. And I just really love that build-up. Things change dramatically from section to section, but you don't really feel like things are changing that dramatically.
I think that's one of the reasons why I liked it. And usually verse has those like dubstep shots. They kind of continue with the pre-chorus and then they hit you again with chorus part.
I mean, to be fair, there was like a boom, but other than that,
not mainly, because like chorus, you could probably like say like, oh, there was any dubstep stuffs involved in it.
Now, let's talk about the lyrics just a little bit. Well, first of all, as we expected, lalari means nalari. I think they even say in the chorus, when they say it twice, they say nalari and then lalari. You can actually hear the difference. Nalari, again, basically means like a thug or a poser.
It has like multiple meanings. For downside, thug and stuff like that. And for good side, it could be like a people who entertain people, like
in a good way.
In a good way. Too. Like usually the word is bad, but
and I think they are using it in a typical way of like nalari being a thug or a poser. Like if you listen to the rest of the lyrics, I think they're definitely playing with that. A very easy way to remember the meaning is to think about the English word willy-nilly, because that's what it sort of describes. When a person does things willy-nilly and doesn't really give a shit, that's nalari. But let's go through it a little bit. As usual, there are some mistakes. I had the English sub turned on and was listening to the Korean words. First thing, 느낌은 놀며 버는 nalari. The CC says chilling and earning is the feeling lalari, which is alright, but it's more of feels like they're making easy money.
Yeah.
Hey, it looks like they're not doing anything and just being rich. Like, what did they do that they deserve this kind of thing? So it's like an attack. So that's the phrase, because the phrase that follows is but 전 세계 fans 다 LOVE. And the CC it says, but I have love for every fan in the world. But if you connect it with the previous line, but fans around the world all love me or love us.
Yeah.
So it looks like we're not doing anything, but hey, everybody's loving us. So just wanted to point that out. Next thing, this was really good. And this one repeated a couple times, so I really liked it. 발이 닿는 대로 바로 나는 불티. In the CC, it says sparks shoot up as soon as my feet hit, and then didn't have the next word. I think they meant to say hit the ground or hit the floor, but as soon as my feet hit, or maybe just feet hit. But that's what it said. Now the real meaning, 불티 means a little spark that happens. But if you're saying 불티나다, it can also be used to describe something that sells really fast. When something is so popular that it's being sold out really quickly, that's like causing the spark. So that's like the way that people use it, 불티. It can also work as them saying how popular they are or their music is.
That's cool. It could be working as a two meanings.
Exactly. So it works both ways. Next one, this is where we get to the definition of nalali, because if you know that meaning now, the lyrics have a lot of fun stuff, especially at the final verse, I think. He actually talks about all the tropes of being a nalali and plays around with it. So let's go through it a little bit. First thing, 태도는 꽂아도 주머니에 손. It says keep your attitude in check, hands in the... And then the CC is not, that's where it ends.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Finish it. But if you've seen our recent reaction to Psycher's Bittersweet, for example, we talked about how certain lyrics can actually connect with each other. 태도는 꽂아도 keep your attitude, like put it in. And then 주머니에 손 means hands in your pocket. But if you connect it, 태도는 꽂아도 주머니에, as in keep your attitude in your pocket. It can connect that way. But it doesn't like work overlapping just two separate things. It's more of a one thing, and it's a clever word play because it's basically saying just how you put your hand in the pocket, and that's like a trope for nalali, that they always have their hand. That's the attitude of a nalali. So 태도, what do you do with your attitude? You put it in your pocket. So it works in many different ways. It's a very clever line. And then there's 넘치는 침을 마이크에 칵퇴. The CC, I really don't like this one because it says I spit on your mic.
Oh no. What?
But it's not on your mic.
No,
it's not a diss of like other rappers. Literally means like the saliva is overflowing. There's too much saliva. So what do you do with that? You spit it on the mic. On the mic. And that's another trope for nalali, is that they always spit on the ground. Especially in Korea, that's the image. Well, you have too much saliva, things to spit because you're nalali. Well, spit it on your mic. See the pattern, how it goes from attitude and then to spit. And the next thing we got is 짝다리. It's like when you're leaning on one side of your hip, so you're like standing like this. And that's another trope of nalali. So that's another play on the nalali attitude that people always associate nalalis with, and then kind of subverting that by saying, well, you do that, but we humbly listen. So those three things. Very clever final verse, I thought. And there are a couple more things here and there, but not as important as the ones I've mentioned. For the most part, they work. You know, I heard things like 눈엣가시, which means thorn in your eye, which means it's very bothersome to look at somebody, annoying. And they say annoying, so it works. So a couple things here and there, but that's like the most important thing because the song is about lalari or nalari. And they play with that, so it's much better if you can actually understand where they're coming from.
And it's a small thing, and it says like 난 랄라리 날라다님.
True.
Because in Korean it's supposed to be like nalari with N, and 날라 means like it flies. So they're just basically saying I'm nalari, I'm flying, or I fly, kind of thing.
So that's about it for the lyrics as well. A very cool song, and even cooler if you know the meaning. So hopefully this added some new perspective and color to the song. Again, the new album is coming up, and we're hoping that we'll be able to get to the medley and all that before. In the meantime, if you have other questions about the lyrics or anything, or if we have time, if you have other suggestions for 17 songs that we may not have checked out, we have listened to pretty big ones in the past, but you never know. So let us know. We'll see you in the next video, everybody.
Have a good day, guys.
Jordan,
Bree,
Nabi,
Levantro,
MZIDK,
T,
Jamie Martin,
Atika Russian,
Darui 7,
Carolina Alvarado,
Zoe Chen,
Anthony,
Pavla,
Mike Whirl,
Rachel Ma,
Kate,
Abby Bass,
고슴도치,
Rafu,
Rainer Balchin,